Welcome to Mainland Television, Nelson's regional station. I'm Chrissy Small, and in this News Weekly Roundup, a big red bus takes kids on tour. Protesters perch on hillside, groundbreaking for sanctuary. No winners with job losses, local winners at New Zealand Food Awards, and Tasman Marcos circling in for win. Victory community families in Nelson were invited to join in on a fun-free afternoon out to the library this week during the first week of the school holidays. A big red double-decker bus took the kids and their families from the Victory Community Centre to enjoy a range of special activities at the Elmer Turner Library in the city centre. The free event was fully booked out, and MAinland spoke with Gareth Cashin at the Victory Community Centre before joining in with the community to share in the fun.
We're really keen to link the local community in with the library. It's a wonderful free service that the Nelson City Council do. It's walking distance from our community, so we're just really encouraging to offer families a free holiday activity they can do with their kids, and that they go and get their library cards, find out what happens down at the library during the day, and have a great time, and then become regular users. And kids get the books, adults can get books as well. Just become regular users of the library.
So is it the first time on a double-decker bus for you?
Yes.
Are you very excited to be here?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And is it also your first time in the library?
No.
Have you been there before?
Yes.
What is your favorite part about the library?
Playing with the puzzles. Yep, and drawing the pictures. I'm looking forward at the library to read some books.
I'm looking forward to the library for doing some activities. The books. Books and free Wi-Fi.
Next to me is Ian Littleworth. What can kids and adults expect today?
Well, what we're trying to do really is just to give people an introduction to the library. So for a lot of these people, they don't get down here. So really it was just about people having a fun time. People just kind of, as you can see, playing and exploring and just seeing what we have. And hopefully from there they can think about coming back. And it's fantastic. There's lots of noise, lots of buzz happening. The kids all seem happy. So it's great. So if nothing else, they understand what we do in terms of children's services.
Thank you. Was there anything special you did today?
Sarah made this beautiful hippo.
Oh.
My mummy tried to make that.
Your mummy tried to make that. So do you like it?
Yeah.
And do you like yours?
Yes.
Going on the bus. That was the big pull, the double-decker bus, wasn't it, NK?
I'm Matt Laurie, I'm a Nelson City Councillor, and I'm also a Victory resident and a Victory dad, and that's why I'm here today.
What are your connections with this event?
Well, I'm a Victory local, and I'm also a father of two little kids who love the library, and when we got the opportunity to get on a big red bus, a double-decker bus, and come down here, we grabbed it, and so that's what we're doing here.
Are you looking forward to do more events like this in the future?
I am personally looking forward to more events like this in the future, because I think it's a great way for the community to get together and actually celebrate and make the most of some of the wonderful things we've got in Nelson, like the library. And this is a very, very successful library. It's very busy, it's very popular, and this Nelson Library is a particularly good example of how a library can work and make a really great contribution to its community.
Members of Clean Energy Action have gone a step higher in Nelson to get their message across, gathering at the centre of New Zealand to send a message of solidarity to the people of Northland in their struggle against Norwegian oil company Statoil, who owns a 15-year exploration permit for a deep-sea oil drilling. Norwegian oil giant Statoil is to begin seismic testing in December off the coast of Northland in New Zealand waters. Northland community groups have demanded Statoil cancel its seismic testing program to protect marine life in the Te Reinga Basin. There have been whale strandings on far north beaches in the past 6 weeks, raising concerns from hapu and environmentalists that sonar and seismic surveying already carried out by oil companies off Northland's west coast could have contributed to the deaths. We sent MAinland's Graham O'Brien up the centre of New Zealand hillside to speak with Verena Mader, spokesperson for the Clean Energy Action Nelson, to find out what they were up to.
We're up on the top of centre of New Zealand with the oil rigs being constructed and some people up here. I mean, they don't look like oil workers, so we've got Verena here to tell us what's going on.
Hi Graham, really nice to see you this morning. Well, we've set up this oil rig up here to raise awareness about the threat of deep sea oil, which is currently really being pushed in New Zealand. And these people here are actually leaders of community groups in Nelson that in the past 3 years have been campaigning on several different issues, but it also leads towards our desire for a sustainable future. And personally, I'm from Clean Energy Action, and I'm really passionate about creating a sustainable New Zealand where we don't have to rely on fossil fuels.
Excellent. And there's been a lot of protests and marches against climate change lately. Why today? Why are you doing this protest today?
So today is the third day of the Petroleum Summit up in Auckland at Sky City, of all places. Our government gambling with the future of New Zealand, but we are doing this today as a follow-on of the actions that have preceded. Like 2 days ago, the big hikoi, Waihopapa Moana hikoi has come down from Northland and congregated in Auckland and marched on to Sky City. Over 1,000 people were at that hikoi, so it is substantial. And then yesterday a series of actions have been rolled out from Greenpeace activists busting Simon Bridges' opening speeches at the Petroleum Summit to Oil Free Wellington dropping a banner of Stat Oil's headquarters. So we are just doing our bit to send out our message of solidarity, really.
Excellent, well done. Thanks very much from all of us.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
For over a decade, the Waimarama Sanctuary in the Brook Valley of Nelson has been trying to get a protective fencing project up and running to help protect native birds from predators. And now it's ready to take flight, with the official opening taking place last Saturday, with the weather turning out its best for the morning ceremony. Over 200 people celebrated the final step in the process of fundraising, and the first fence post was placed by officials and school children. Graham O'Brien went along and talked with Hudson and others at the event about their feelings on the day.
The community really turned out in full force for it. There were about 300 people here today to mark the occasion that this milestone represents of moving forward with construction of the pest-proof fence here at the Brook Waimarama Sanctuary that we've been planning for 12 years now and finally delivering. And by God, over 300 people a year have been volunteering for this project, literally pouring their blood, sweat, and tears into it to make it happen. And today's a day for all the community, all those volunteers, all the trustees, all the people who've supported the project financially, all the funders across the region and across the country. The fence will create a protected nursery that allows native wildlife to thrive without the threat of introduced predator mammal species. But from behind the fence, the wildlife will spread out across the region in a halo that other community groups are already doing trapping initiatives and other forms of traditional pest control to keep the pest numbers down. But today we've proved the doubters wrong. This project's got legs. We're moving forward into the future. Pest-proof fence construction will start in the month of October, and we hope it to conclude in April of 2016, so that then we can open the following summer as a visitor attraction.
I think it's absolutely wonderful that we can have a safe place for the indigenous species of New Zealand to live and prosper and not be hammered all the time by pests that just eat all their babies all the time. So I think it's fantastic, and we're on our way to making this just a wonderful, wonderful place for the birds and other things of New Zealand.
We've had a great lunch, and we used some things from our garden to make pumpkin soup and some bread and some cakes that had green icing, and if you made a donation on this fence post and you got to write your name, you could have some green lunch.
We were aiming to raise $100 for one fence post, but we got so many contributions that we actually managed to get 2 fence posts.
Wow.
130 Nelson workers are now looking at losing their jobs with Sealord's announcement last week. Sealord's General Manager Doug Paulin came out saying that these recent announced redundancies could be a boost to Nelson's economy. However, Neville Donaldson of the Service and Food Workers Union has disagreed with his statement. Graham O'Brien caught up with Neville at the Port Nelson this week.
We're down here this morning at Sealord's Wharf talking to Neville Donaldson from the union about what's happening with Sealord's. Neville, Sealord's General Manager is saying that these redundancy could be a boost to the Nelson's economy. What's your statement on that?
Yeah, I've got to say I was absolutely amazed to see that in the article on the paper the other day. I mean, I don't know how taking 150 people out of work is going to boost this economy. You might get a spike when they all get to spend their redundancy pay, but once that's gone, then you've got 150 people who, other than what they get on a benefit, have got nothing else to spend. So there's no way this is going to boost the economy. It's going to put real pressure on the Nelson economy, losing this many jobs.
And you're dealing with these workers, and how are they feeling at this time?
Well, I think it's pretty fair to say that the whole site's absolutely dumbfounded. They were not expecting this announcement. There was no indicators that, in fact, there was any intention to downsize further. The people who are directly affected, absolutely gutted. I mean, they've spent the last 3-4 years trying to make this place more productive, more profitable. Even the company themselves have admitted that by cooperation they've taken $2 million out of the costs over the last 2 years. But the thanks for that appears to be that they're no longer going to have a job.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, all right. And has there been any new developments that you can tell us about?
Not at this stage. We're at the very early process of consultation. As I said earlier, I mean, we were taken by surprise, the workers were taken by surprise. Normally you have most of the facts in front of you, you know what you're dealing with, and you can sort of sit down and resolve it. But in this instance, because we weren't expecting it, there was no information, we're having to start from scratch and just build up an understanding of what's gone wrong, what's created the problem that requires that level of job loss, how we'd look after the interests of those people to the best of our ability, whether we can save some of those jobs. So that's the process we commenced yesterday.
Sure. And do you think this is a case of the companies maximising their profits at the community's cost?
Well, I think it's certainly a case of maximising profits, which, I mean, in its own right for a business isn't surprising. But I think this particular business has both a social and moral obligation around employment, looking for opportunities for career pathing for Māori. So it's a bit disturbing from my perspective to see this company setting the trend where I think there are other ways of dealing with it, and that's what we'll be talking about over the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Great. And have you been in touch with APS about the supposed re-employment of these workers?
Well, we have had preliminary discussions with APL around the loss of jobs for their people, the opportunity for ongoing employment, but our understanding is that employment in Nelson at the moment is limited to those seasonal areas of the vineyards, the orchards, etc. There is no permanent full-time work out there and available. There's a high level of unemployment, and all Sealord's announcement is going to do prospectively is take around 5 to 6 million out of the economy. It's going to increase unemployment by 3.5%, and there is no jobs there for them. That's our understanding.
And thanks very much, Neville, and good luck with all the work that you're doing.
Thanks a lot, mate. Thank you.
Nelson Artisan Drinks Company Chia has been named a winner for the Massey University Healthy Choice at the New Zealand Food Awards last week. The company was launched in 2012 by father and daughter co-owners Ben and Chloe Van Dyke. Chia produces 3 all-natural drinks containing the chia seed. The drinks are made and bottled in Nelson without any artificial colours, flavours or preservatives and no added sugar, making chia 100% natural. MAinland's Stephanie Hakers caught up with Chloe Van Dyke this week at her home in Nelson.
Hi, my name is Stephanie from MAinland TV. Today I'm going to talk with Chloe Van Dyke about chia. Chia just won recently the Health Award at the NZ Food Awards. What inspired you and your father to create this business?
Chia started as an endurance drink for athletes, so we were wanting to provide a really nutrient-rich option to keep people going, and it really evolved from there. It turns out that more than athletes can do with a nutrient boost.
And how long have you been operating this business?
It's just coming up to 2 years now.
How has it been getting the product out there?
It's been a great experience. Chia has been embraced by New Zealanders. We started thinking we were just going to be going into gyms, but it was embraced by the cafe scene, so we're now in gyms, yoga studios, vegetable shops, organic shops and supermarkets throughout the country.
What makes your product better than other products on the market?
It's the nutrient value of chia. So chia is rich in omega-3, antioxidants, complete protein, magnesium, calcium, iron, zinc, electrolytes and fibre. So all the nutrients that most of us could do with a little more of in our diet.
So where do you source your chia seeds from?
The chia seeds currently come from Australia, but we are trialling growing them in Nelson, so hopefully we'll be able to get a local source in the future.
What will this win mean for your company?
So winning the Massey Health Award is an acknowledgement of what we're doing, and it's the backing to say, yeah, you have created a really healthy food, not just as a drink, but as a food.
And do you have any new products in the pipeline?
Yes, we're currently working with Massey University to create some quite different products, keeping that innovation and nutritional level high.
Thank you.
The Tasman Marcos are surpassing all expectations this season, coming up through the ranks as the underdog, going toe-to-toe with the big guns in the ITM Cup and sitting pretty in the top equal position with Taranaki of the 2014 ITM Premiership. Graham O'Brien spoke with Tasman Rugby CEO Tony Lewis about the team and their readiness for their upcoming matches.
Okay, Tony, great turnout last weekend. Can you tell us how you feel about that?
Oh, look, it was 6,500 people on a Sunday afternoon in Nelson. You couldn't get better. You know, Sunday sport, that's where it's all about. So we were wrapped with the crowd. We had a lot of promotions going on, obviously with the Onesies Day, obviously the Farmlands Family Day, and also with the bouncy castles for the kids. So I think we covered every avenue for people to come and have a good time as a family.
Yeah, sure. It looked like everyone had a fantastic time. A bit nerve-wracking for you with Otago leading the way from the majority of the game?
No, I suppose not so much for me, because I was been told by Kieran he had a plan, and his plan was a little bit different, and all the teams sort of worked out how he coaches the team and the way they played, so he had a different plan for Otago. And if you're watching it carefully, you would have seen the ball probably didn't go out as wide as much, and he was just wearing them down. So you trust your coach. He's paid the big dollars to make the big calls, and he got it right on the day, so full credit to him.
Yeah, excellent, sure does. Canterbury is looming up this weekend. How confident is Marcos on their home ground?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, it's another game at the office. The boys will prepare well, the coaches will do their job, and we'll go down there, and we're nothing better than, you know, kick up a bit of a fuss and put them away. But Canterbury are a very strong team. They haven't won 6 ITM trophies in a row without being that way. So we'll go down there as the little brother. We'll try our hardest and see if we can cause an upset.
Hey, fantastic. And you've only got the two games left in the season, and the following game after that is Counties. Sunnyville Williams for Counties. How's the team feeling about facing up against someone like this?
Well, from an office perspective, we're wrapped. I've been telling my office staff that the Roosters were going to go, that Sunnyville will be playing that game, and it's turned out that way. So to have Sunnyville Williams in Blenheim, in Tasman, to play a game, it's a lifetime experience for the kids and the families. I'll never ever see him again. Not only is he a great rugby player, he's a great sportsman. So from a purely marketing perspective, absolutely fantastic. From a team perspective, well, he hasn't played rugby for 2 years, so he may be, you know, that sort of gap that we can exploit. I'm very confident that Kieran Fonatia and Tom Marshall, David Havili, they're as good as players as he is on their day, so we'll just wait and see how we go.
Can you give us any insider information on any coming up promotions that was as good as the last week's one?
Look, I think we'll do one better this time. This is the classical day that we're going to run. It's called Ladies' Day. In Blenheim, sponsored by Yearlands and Thomas's, and the idea is Dad takes the kids to the football, Mum comes along too. As they go in the gate, she disappears left. We've got a marquee tent up there, we've got wine, we've got nibbles, we've got makeup presentations, we've got music playing. Dad will take the kids away, he'll entertain them for the whole time and pick Mum up 3 hours later. She should be pampered, well looked after, and it should be a great day. So that's Ladies' Day. Obviously the key then was we'll try and get Sunny Bill over there as a special guest, but we're trying to make every game a little bit themed, so people come and it's something special when they want to go there. They have a great experience. My belief in rugby is if your experience is great, whether it's a player, coach or a spectator, you always come back, and that's what we're trying to do.
Excellent, fantastic. I think you're going to get record attendance for that one.
Well, we could have a couple of prizes, you know, the First Lady to rock on the field and kiss Sunny Bill. That would be interesting, but no, we can't do anything like that. I think we'll get attendances because people can see that we're trying to make it a real true family experience, and we're catering for the different levels of the family. So I'd encourage anyone from Melbourne and Blenheim to get there. The people on this side of the hill, get in their cars and get over. It's a once in a lifetime experience to watch Sunny Bill live, and you know, we should be aiming for a crowd of 8,000 plus.
Fantastic, all the best, and we're all behind you.
And in a Lady Days coup, Sonny Bill Williams will make a special appearance for the county's Manukau at Lansdowne Park, Blenheim, on Sunday the 12th of October at 4:35 p.m. And a first stage launch event of a new tourism initiative kind has taken place in Mullica, with over 32 people from local businesses coming along. The aim of the event was to bring a collaborative approach to ways of building a local presence to promote the region to domestic and international markets. The event was designed to bring together smaller companies and individuals to work on a level playing field within promotion and support of the tourism and event industry. Lynette Salisbury was there for MAinland and spoke with organiser Terry Everett of the Dreammaker Promotion and Events, and also others who were involved.
Tell me, what does TENS stand for?
The Tourism and Events Association New Zealand.
What's your long-term vision for TENS?
The long-term vision is to really get everybody excited about the tourism and events industry within our region, and as a community back it up, because we recognise that the community is really important to our successes.
And is there anything else you'd like people to know?
I just want everybody to realise that our team, who you can meet on our new website, which is the www.teens.co.nz, have donated their time, their energy, their expertise to make this happen. And it's about feeling good, it's about giving back to the community, and we really want the community to come on board and join in and talk about us, smile, talk about us, and get that feel-good feeling getting out there in the world so people can't want to come here on holiday.
I'm talking with Johnny O'Donnell. Johnny, what part do you play in the Tourism and Events Association of New Zealand?
So I run a business called Pathways to Success, which is a training and coaching company helping small to medium businesses with their online marketing needs. So what I'm really hoping to assist the members of TENS with is developing effective online presences that tell their story to the world and attract more people to the region.
I'm speaking with Sue Jepson from OnZamap. Sue, what are the benefits for members of TENS?
I'd say the greatest benefit, Lynette, is that people who are members of TENS will know that they are working with a bunch of high calibre, committed, passionate people who want to present the best of this region. There will be opportunities for collaboration, and that is really, really important. There will be opportunities to learn about social media. There will be opportunities to learn about how to collaborate using social media. That is something I've experienced recently in promoting the Gigatown Nelson campaign. We had people all around the country contributing to an international prize that helped us get into 5th place in the competition. So the power of a group of passionate people will take this region a long, long way. If it's one voice on its own, it gets lost in the wilderness. But a bunch of loud, passionate voices will be heard for miles.
What is the calibre of people you're getting involved here?
It's important that TENS has a very high calibre of membership, And one of the prerequisites is definitely that people are passionate about the region, passionate about New Zealand, are passionate about what they offer visitors to the region. So I would say with passion comes commitment to offering good quality experiences. That doesn't mean to say that we necessarily want to just offer corporate experiences. We want to offer what is unique and quirky about New Zealand, what is authentic, and we believe that that is a lot to do with what people come to New Zealand for, and that's definitely what we want to offer.
And finally, next week we will bring you a story about the Over 50s Walking Club encounter. After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.
We're the team at JCar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics toys,
sound systems, cables, and much, much more. JCar.
120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
Why would you want to pay as much as $1,000 for a single bed mattress when you can buy a high quality locally made mattress like this for as little as $220? And a queen size mattress could cost you in excess of $3,000, but at Nelson Beds you could have a mattress like this as low as $425. So why would you go out and spend a fortune on your child's bedroom when you can come to Nelson Beds and buy a complete single mattress and base set, a 7-drawer Scotch chest, a headboard and a 3-drawer bedside cabinet for as little as $979? So call and discuss our custom manufacturing options and local after sales service at Nelson Beds, Nelson's only bedding manufacturer.
Oh, to be healthy. Lifestyle, diet and exercise complemented with quality supplements can provide you the insurance vital for your natural health and well-being. With over 10 years professional experience making some of New Zealand's most trusted nutritional supplement brands, visit the Oh to be Healthy factory outlet in Wakatu Industrial Estate. Over 200 supplements to choose from, free on-site parking, no middleman. Oh, to be healthy. Caring for you naturally.
Hi, my name's Ian Mortimer. Mortimer Auto Upholstery is your one-stop shop for all your upholstery needs. We do car and boat interiors, boat canopies, ute tonneau covers, canvas and PVC fabrication. Call in and see us in Oxford Mews, 72 Oxford Street, Richmond.
Victory 60 Plus is on Tuesdays at 1:30 through to 3:30 p.m. at 238 Upper Vanguard Street. You can join in for cards, games and a cuppa. For more information you can contact Jan on 546 9057 or 027 4577 955. On behalf of the team here at Mainland Television News, thank you very much for joining us.
We're the team at JCar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics toys,
sound systems, cables, and much, much more. Jacob.
120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
Discover the Belgrove Tavern just 20 minutes south of Richmond on State Highway 6. A restaurant, functions, weddings, barbecue, a garden bar with lots of room for kids. Come in, see us.
Nelson Tire Center. Great prices, great service. Buy your own Bryford trailer. All types, all sizes. See Colin Douglas for your tires and batteries.